Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Trimco number 1063 613. This is an edge pole, typical classic regular original type edge pole that you're going to see in countless installations. Typical pocket door sort of edge pole, industry standard in a residential application, really. So if you're looking for the regular one, this is really it. This is the 1063 by Trimco, would represent the standard, most common one. The 613 indicates two things, actually. It means that it's oil rubbed bronze in the finish, but it also means that it's made of bronze. Okay? Only steel that's going to be in there would be these flat springs that would be behind here. Okay? How this works, it's pretty obvious. Finger depression here allows you to pull the door out of the pocket. Obviously mounted to the edge of the door would be how you would see this. There is a link below this video to what we are calling the cut sheet. Okay, and it is a dimensional drawing of the item, really, is what it is. And let's just review, I should say, the overall dimensions. Per the drawing, you see you've got basically 3 7/8 overall height, 3/4 inch width, a depth, depends on where you're measuring it to, really, for what's important. What's really not given from Trimco is installation aspect. I've installed these more times than I can recall, and the installation is actually quite simple. I would assume you're going to be using a router. If you have more than one of these, it would certainly be worth your time to make a template in order for doing this. Actually, maybe 2 templates, realistically. If you're doing one, you might just be able to get away with a hammer and a chisel sort of situation, or a drill bit with a spade bit in it. But router is the preferred weapon of choice for this sort of installation. And what you really have here is 2 different setups. You've got what we'll call the body, and then you've got the plate, or the face of it. What I would end up doing is I would end up creating myself a template where I'm going to route for the body prep. Okay, that would get me into this area. And when you're doing this kind of work, you're going to, it's really helpful to have a caliper, some finer way of measuring than just a 24-foot tape measure. But, my body's going to come from the area, between the screws, okay, so that I know I can accommodate the inner workings of the unit itself, down to here. I would come the width of the material, maybe the width of these springs, and I would use my plunge router, and I would notch out my area here for this mechanism. And I would notch my route much deeper for everything else. I would then, once I had the body fit, I would then take my router and I would mortise just for the plate, or the face of the unit. You'll have to do a little bit of cleaning out here because it's thicker up here because of the spring assembly than it is down here. But that would be the way to go with that. Give you a really nice, tight sort of margin. Now, what I like about this Trimco item, and it's a feature on really most Trimco pieces of hardware, and you can't see it on the video, but the degree of this material is not 0. The material is bent ever so slightly, not bent, the material is cut ever so slightly in, so that when you mortise for the plate itself and you push it down into the area, because the outside edges are like this, it will compress into your opening, making a very hairline, margin between the hardware itself and the edge of the door, giving it really nice fit and finish. Now, if those edges were square, it'd be okay too, but you get a better compressed sort of fit when you've got a beveled sort of edge to the plate. That's a hallmark, in my experience, of a company that really knows their hardware. But they know the hardware a step down the road and a step down the road. It goes to the distributor, so they know how to package it very well. They know how to, ship it to you, the distributor. They know his customers' viewpoint by giving you that sort of detail, where you're going to have a little beveled edge there for someone doing some woodworking. I'm a fan of Trimco, as you can tell. I am partial to them. While sometimes the lead times aren't as quick as I would like, I can say that the material is always well worth the wait. Very good technical service, very high quality material. If you have any questions on the Trimco number 1063-613, and it's available in several or all of the common architectural finishes, your brasses, your bronzes, your chromes, nickels, etc., or any other Trimco product, please feel free to reach out to us.